Yeah. all wearing the black. Yes, they're all wearing the black and white shoes. The orange team, they're all wearing the black and white shoes. Oh my god. Scared. They are. Most of them are. Is that what that camera is here? Mom.
All right, good evening, and thank you for joining us here to this Minnesota high school basketball matchup here. We're glad you could join this live stream between the Pelican Rapids Vikings. They're going to be the home team on the scoreboard versus the Ada Borup West Cougars. Tonight is a non-conference matchup where the Heart of Lakes Vikings are going to be hosting the Ada Borup Cougars from the Pine to Prairie Conference. This starts off bringing into this game, Ada Borup brings in a 4-3 record from the Pine to Prairie Conference, and Pelican Rapids brings a 5-3 record. So more on that a little bit later, but should be a good matchup all around. Starting lineups here for Ada Borup. Number 3, Cameron Spieth is a 6-foot sophomore. Number 5, Austin McCraven, he's a 5'10 freshman. Number 10, Caden Dahl, he's a 6-foot freshman. Number 11, Evan DeVos, he is a 6'4 senior. And number 13, Charles Shaw, he's a 6'4 sophomore. It's a very young team for Ada Borup. I had a chance to catch up with head coach of the Pelican Rapids Vikings, John Gullingsrud, and he said talented, young and talented. We're showing the starting lineups here for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Starting off for the Vikings going to be number 15, Timmy Guler at point guard. Number 20, Hunter Williams. Number 30, Luke Soley. Number 2, Braden Ecker. And number 30, Ian Fay. Those starting 5 are what the Vikings are going to bring here to start the week. Vikings coming off a huge win on Friday night against the Perm Yellow Jackets, where they won that game by 30. More on the records coming in a little bit. We're going to start the tip-off right here, right now. Fay going against Shaw. Let's see who gets it. It's going to be Fay getting it to Guler here. And we start the clock. Starting the week, a big week for the Vikings. They have this one here as Fay is up and no good. That's going to get rebounded there by Spieth. And he's going to bring it up the floor. It looks like he's the point guard for Ada Borup. Spieth finds on the near side Evan DeVos, and DeVos gets it over here. A little bit of a motion offense. Middle drive there by McCraven. That's going to be no good, and Guler's going to take it the other way for the Vikings. Guler finds Fay here at the top of the key. Back to Guler. Tell you what, the Vikings had a hot offense against Perm on Friday night, and it's continued here by Braden Ecker, who finds the first 3 points of this game. 3-0 Vikings with 17-17 remaining here in the first half. Glad you could join us. We welcome Ada Borup fans as well as Pelican Rapids fans who couldn't make it into the Leaders Gym tonight, as Fay is going to reject. That was DeVos there, but it's going to get stolen away. Back by Spieth. Finds DeVos, and that looks like it's going to get a lot of contact there, but Tollard gets a block against DeVos. And now the Vikings control it. Ecker just hit that 3. A little bit more on Ecker later in the game. He had a big role in the Friday night win against Perham. Guler, one dribble pull-up. That's going to be off the front iron. Tanner Tollerud, offensive rebound. Finds Fay. Little 12-foot jumper. That's too strong. Number 13, Charles Scholl, comes down with the rebound for the Cougars. As I had said, corner 3, fast-paced game, but he's going to get tied up. That's Caden Dahl with a corner 3 for the Cougars. Ties it up. Fast-moving game here. Guler's going to try and slow it down. As mentioned earlier in the game, there's 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a senior, as a heat check by Ecker's no good. Williams comes through with an offensive rebound. Putback is good. It's a young team for Ada Borup. They have, like I said, 4 underclassmen and 1 senior to round out their lineup. Gullingsrud had nothing but respect. Head coach John Gullingsrud of the Pelican Rapids Vikings said, this is a talented team. They come in at 4-3, but they have a lot of weapons. 4-3 record from Ada Borup is coming from a loss to Hawley to start the season by 18 points. They went on a 3-game winning streak, beating Park Christian, Lake Park Audubon, and Winnemac. They lost a tight one, 93-87 against Monomo and Waban. But then they went on to beat Hillsborough Central Valley, and then they lost a close one to Cass Lake Bena. So nothing but talent and a fun team to watch, and this is going to be a good game here. And Pelican Rapids need to make sure they come and bring their A game coming off a really, really strong performance against Perham. They got to make sure that they keep that intensity high. Williams going to try and make that work. That's going to get rejected inside by Scholl. Fay's going to try his luck from the three-point line. That's no good. And it's going to finally get corralled here by Ada Borup. A lot of shots going up here early. Pelican Rapids was out of their mind hot from 3 against Perham. A little bit colder to start this game here, but we'll see how things go as we go through this game. I'm Logan Knorr here, teacher at Pelican Rapids High School, giving you the play-by-play for today's non-conference matchup. That's an in-and-out shot there, but it's going to get rebounded by Spieth. but he couldn't get anything to go there. Tollerud gets it up to Guler, and Guler draws a bit of contact there from McCraven, and he's going to go to the line for the first free throws of this game, the first foul called by the officials tonight. That foul's going to go against McCraven for Ada Borup. That is his first foul, team's first. Guler's short on the first one. It's also going to bring in the first substitutes of today's game. Pelican Rapids is going to bring in Luke Soley. He'll be in for Ian Fay, and then Peyton Blakeway is going to come in for Braden Ecker for the Vikings. Guler's second free throw attempt, that's no good. And they're going to catch Soley on a loose ball foul there on the rebound. Kind of a cheap one there, but Soley's going to get called. So here comes Ada Borup, down 5-3 early in the goings of this one. Pelican Rapids bringing in a 5-3 record to this game as a three-point shot is good there from Caden Dahl. That's his second three of the game. His first 6 points are the team's first 6. It's 6-5. Ada Borup takes their first lead here. Pelican Rapids, as I said, brings in a 5-3 record as Tollerud drives, spin move, kick out, nothing doing. Guler finds Williams down low, and that's in and out. They're going to call a foul on the ground before that shot. As I had mentioned, Pelican Rapids bringing in a 5-3 record into this one here. They opened their season with 3 wins against Crookston, Park Rapids, and Frazee. And then they went on a little bit of a losing skid there. They lost 2 straight to Ashby and Hillcrest. Guler's going to put up a 3-point shot here, and that's good. So Guler's able to heat it up a little bit from outside here. Moving on to Pelican Rapids' schedule. After losing to Hillcrest and Ashby, they went through and they were able to beat Battle Lake and then lost to West Central Area. And then their last win came against Perham to start off the new year. That's their first game of the new year last Friday, where they beat Perham, the Perham Yellow Jackets, by 30 points, which was a very impressive outing on Friday, considering Perham is always one of the toughest teams in the conference. So Pelican Rapids finds themselves in a strong position in the conference, and they're going to have to face the Holly Nuggets later this week, who are undefeated both overall and in the Heart of Lakes Conference. So that's something to look forward to as the week progresses. But tonight they got Ada Borup. That's going to be DeVos here on the near side wing. He's going to reverse it over to McCraven, down inside to Scholl, and he's not going to get that to go. 8-6 Vikings, 13-15 and counting here in this one. Guler, pull up 3, going to try and heat it up. Cannot get it to go there. It's going to get rebounded, and here comes Spieth. Spieth dribbles right. Drive, could not get it to go. That's Austin McCraven. Did a little bit of a pump fake and then drive middle. Speaking of transition, though, there goes Tanner Tollerud for a nice feed from Guler, and Tollerud scores. Tell you what, that's something you want to look for. I see a lot of speed, a lot of length from this Ada Borup team. It's kind of how Pelican Rapids likes to play, too. They like to get long, fast, play intense. It's what I see out of Ada Borup, too. So this is going to be a fun matchup, as getting an and one bucket here is going to be Spieth. Pretty finish there for Spieth. He's going to get 2. Actually, check that. Looks like they might have called that foul. Oh, yeah, they are going to count the basket. Count the basket by Cameron Spieth. He's going to have 1 shot to make it an and one opportunity here. 8-10. He's going to try and bring the lead of Pelican Rapids just to 1. Coming into the first time for this Ada Borup team is number 24, Bo Jorgensen. He is a 5'11 senior post. Looks like he brings in some physicality down low, as well as number 2, Ryan Engel, is into the game here for Ada Borup, as Blakeway is able to finish there for the Vikings. Ryan Engel is a 6-foot junior. McCraven is going to bring it up here. Hand off Engel. Engel guarded tightly by Soley out on the perimeter. He's going to drive, try and hang, finish here. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded Blakeway. Blakeway's going to go in transition and find Guler for an open shot. That does not go, but it's going to get rebounded by both Tollerud and Williams teaming up together there. Little steal by Jorgensen, but it's going to get rejected by Williams. Bo Jorgensen, slick steal, and he went all the way and tried to get it to go, but Williams was able to reject it. And then back here on the other end, Guler missed a layup, and Williams came flying through free lane. elevated as high as he could, was thinking about trying to throw that down. He couldn't quite get it to go, but he did get fouled in the process, so he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Had mentioned both Ada Borup looks very talented, very long, very athletic. That's exactly what the Vikings' strengths are, is they are very talented, very athletic. A lot of guys jumping around. You saw, if you were watching the Perm game on Friday night, the Heart of Lakes matchup between the Pelican Rapids Vikings and the Perm Yellow Jackets, a couple dunks happened there by Braden Eckert, but I promise you, he's not the only person who, if you give an open lane to, they can get up there. They got some hops on this team. Brady Petznick comes in here for the Vikings. Williams' 2 free throws are no good, but after the loose ball, it's going to go out against Ada Borup, as Ian Fay is going to come in here for Williams, who just missed the 2 free throws. Toller tries to find Fay, can't get it to go. Jorgensen comes up with it. He's going to try and run transition. He'll pull up, 15-foot shot, in and out. No good, rebound of Fay. See what the Vikings can do here. They are without Timmy Guler, their kind of bona fide point guard, but it looks like they let anyone bring it up. And Fay gets the score. Fay brought it up as the point guard, the 6'7" junior. He finds his way as being, I think it's anyone could be the point guard on this team. If you get a rebound, just go with it, as long as if Guler's not on the floor. I think when he's in, he's kind of that point guard here. Peyton Blakeway has an open floor, and he's going to get fouled by Jorgensen, but he's able to finish. Jorgensen tried to hard foul here to strip it. Blakeway's able to keep it together and put it in. So he's going to have an and-one opportunity here and try and extend the Vikings' lead to 8 points. It is 16-9 right now with 10:59 remaining in the first half. That's going to force a timeout here, 30-second timeout by the head coach of the Ada Borup West Cougars. That's Trevor Stewart is the head coach for Ada Borup, and he's assisted by Kenley Wallen and Nate McCraven. Speaking of the coaching staffs, the coaching staff for Pelican Rapids, as I had mentioned, head coach John Gullingsrud, he's assisted by Dave Rund, Derek Nelson, and Adam Johnson. As I had mentioned on Thursday, that's going to be the Pelican Rapids Vikings' second game of the week against the Holly Nuggets. They're going to host them here in Pelican Rapids. Busy week of activities for Pelican Rapids, as the boys have a game tonight and on Thursday. The girls are hosting 2 games on Tuesday and Friday. So my production crew here, headed up by student producer Chris Hovden and staff director Carrie Hauger, they're going to have a busy week of broadcasts here, and we're hopefully going to get you all those all that action here this week as we go through. Blakeway's able to convert here, the and one, making it 17-9 with 10:54 remaining in the first half of this one. Spieth, a lot of contact, is able to put it up. I'm not sure if they're going to call it here on the shot. Let's take a look. Looks like it's going to be on the floor. They're going to call that one on Tanner Tollerud. That's his first personal and the team's third. Tell you what, good drive by Spieth, really physical move there. Getting it is Dahl off the inbound. He tries to find, newly entering the game is Lance Kritzberger. Tried to find him, miscommunication there. Kritzberger tried to go for a backdoor, and Dahl tried to find him on the regular pass, and that is a turnover for Ada Borup. Let's see what the Vikings can do here, generate some points off of that turnover. Fay tries to drive into Jorgensen. Jorgensen, pretty good position there. They're going to call him, though, with a body foul. That is his second foul quick, so Jorgensen coming off the bench, he definitely does bring some intensity, some physicality, but a couple quick fouls here. We'll see what the coach, Coach Stewart, wants to do with Jorgensen here. Fay going to try and finish. Nothing happening. Blakeway, though, is going to shoot the 3, and it's going to get rebounded there by DeVos. McCraven here is going to try and hand it off there to Kritzberger. He gets it to Engel. Engel, the 6-foot junior, hands it off, and it's going to get to the senior, Jorgensen. Engel now driving in is going to draw a foul there on Brady Petznick. You can see Gullingsrud, head coach John Gullingsrud, just saying hands straight up, don't leave your feet. What happened there, Petznick did leave his feet, drew some contact, was Engel, so he's going to get caught with a foul there. and we'll see what Engel can do from the line. Engel's first shot is good, and that's going to bring in a substitution. Luke Soley comes back in the game here, the sophomore for the Vikings. And back in here for the Ada Borup Cougars is Scholl. Scholl is the one senior on the Ada Borup team that is starting here for Ada Borup. It's a whole host of people. It looks like we got 3 seniors on this roster here for Ada Borup. The rest are underclassmen, so a lot, if you are Trevor Stewart, to be excited about. They have a very talented, very sizable team. You know, Ada Borup has a classic basketball history. I was not from Ada Borup, but I always imagined that's kind of that farm community that as soon as harvest is over, get in the gym and somebody lock up when we're all done. Petsnick is going to score here off the glass. So Brady Petsnick finds his first couple points of the day, and the 19th points for Pelican Rapids here in this about halfway through the first half we are. That's going to be McCraven. He's going to get a screen there from Scholl. He's going to hand it off now to Dahl. Dahl finds Engel at the top of the key, looking to make something happen. Looks like Ada Borup is running that same motion that Perham has kind of coined as their bread and butter. And Braden Ecker's going to get a deflection here, but it's going to stay the way of Ada Borup. That same motion that has basically a post gets it at the top, and then they try and there's a back cut on the wing. The person from the corner comes up to the comes up to that wing, and then you get a screen, some kind of ball screen. They try to make something happen with that. That's what I saw from Ada Borup here. Backdoor cut there. Almost made it happen. Now Kritzberger is going to get his first 2 points of the day as he hits a 15-footer on the far baseline. Luke Soley's going to walk it up here for the Vikings. Gets it over to Petsnick. Petsnick dribbles down, tries to find Fay, gets double teamed a little bit. That's going to be Scholl is going to get a block there. Kritzberger, who just made the shot there, he's going to find its way over to McCraven. McCraven, middle drive and finish there with the left hand. Pretty play there. Pretty play from McCraven, and he's going to bring it to a 4-point game. Pelican Rapids definitely, you know, they are enjoying a 4-point lead right now, but as far as intensity, looks like they are not quite as locked in as they were against Perham. Kritzberger is going to bring it coast to coast, try and finish it, will not get it to go, but he will draw a foul and go to the line for 2 points here. Foul is going to go against Braden Ecker, the senior. It's going to be his first team foul, the team's 5th here. Both teams have 5 team fouls. Let's see what Kritzberger, the 6'1 sophomore, can do here from the line. First shot is up and no good. 3 people coming in here. First time entering the game is number 23, the senior Chase Rested for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Hunter Williams also returns into the game, as well as Timmy Guler is back. We had talked about this on Friday, but something that John Gullinger has is he has 9 guys usually that play a decent amount of minutes, which is definitely a very big asset for him. He's able to try and get these guys give their full effort in a way that they have some help. They have some roster help. Soley can't handle the pass. He tries to do a Hail Mary save. It's going to get corralled by McCraven, who's going to try and find Engel. Now here in the near side corner, it's Kritzberger. Back to McCraven. Back to Kritzberger here, same side of the floor. Kritzberger spins, pulls up, 8-foot shot, no good. Going to get rebounded by Guler. Guler wants to go. Guler, near side wing, reverses it, finds Soley. Soley kick out Williams. He thinks about a shot, decides to reverse it. Fay is going to take it, though, and that's going to get rejected again. 2 shots in a row by Fay have gotten rejected by Scholl. Rested is going to try and drive here, but they're going to get him with the traveling violation before he can get a shot off. Exciting game here. Definitely more exciting to watch from a scorer perspective than the game on Friday night against Perham. Pelican Rapids has a 3-point lead with 7:21 to go in the first half. Ada Borup's got a feisty attitude. They're young, they're hungry, and they're playing really good. McCraven looking to make something happen. It's Kritzberger. He's going to try and drive, and it's going to get deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay the way here of Ada Borup. They're going to have a baseline inbound on the far corner here. Something interesting to watch, just looking at this entire Ada Borup team. Looks like they have 4 guys on this floor right now that can drive, they can kick, they can shoot. So it's just a lot of motion offense, drive, kick, try and make something happen with Scholl, the 6'4 senior, in the middle. Three-point shot in the corner there by Engel is no good, and Guler's going to take it the other way here for the Vikings. Rebounded by Rested on that last one. Kick Soley. Soley thinks about a shot. Kicks out Guler. Guler, 15-foot pull-up, and that's good. So Guler snaps the cold spell there for the Vikings and eclipses 20 points for the night as a team, 21-16 here, 6:50 remaining in the first half. Scholl, top of the key here, guarded by Williams. He's going to drive, pull up, shot, too strong off the glass. Fay gets it. He's going to move the other way here. Soley finds Williams, top of the key. They got a 5-out motion going here. Guler looking in the corner, baseline, one dribble, floater, tries to stay hot, cannot get that to go. It's rebounded by Scholl. Now McCraven. Over to Dahl. Dahl re-entering the game, or excuse me, that was DeVos, number 11. Kritzberger finds Scholl down low here, except that's 17-foot far corner. Trying to bully his way inside there was DeVos. Nothing doing. Pretty good defense, but a physical effort did not go. They're going to call a charge against Chase Rested. Good position there, drawn by Kritzberger. And that's going to bring the benches out here for both teams. Blakeway, Tollerud, and Ecker re-entering the game here for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, and re-entering in here for the Ada Borup Cougars is going to be Dahl, Spieth, and let's see, actually entering for the first time today is Aiden Markison, number 0. He's a 5'11 junior. As I was speaking there, Spieth just does nobody stop me, I'm going to direct drive to the basket. Looks like they created some kind of misdirection, thought there was going to be a handoff, and he just kept it, refused the handoff, and went. Spieth making things happen right directly off the bench. But he's going to get called for the charging violation as Williams is able to sneak underneath him and draw the contact. It's not very often in transition like that you're able to get enough position for the ref to call a charge, but he did. Wasn't a blocking foul, was a charge. 21-18 here, 5:35 remaining. Guler. Vikings are going to slow it down, try and make something happen. As there's a stoppage of play and awkward silence from the crowd. Wow. As soon as everything, it was just a whistle and then everything went just dead. We're kind of wondering what's going on here. We'll see. The refs are sorting it out. I was just nervous. I mean, the last time that kind of thing happened where there was a charging violation and the refs stopped as they called a technical foul on Dave Cressup from the Perham Yellow Jackets on Friday. I'm giving Perm a hard time. It's because we hadn't beat Perm for 8 years until last Friday, so maybe I should quit worrying about that game and get to the next one, huh? We're playing Ada Borup now. Hunter Williams going to try and make something happen over Scholl, who's had a couple blocks. He's able to finish that on a turnaround J. Not an easy shot over the 6'4 Scholl, considering he's had a couple blocks recently. McCraven going to try and make something happen, but there's a whistle before any shot. It looks like it's going to be an on-the-floor violation or foul here. And it's going to go against number 33. That's Blakeway. Blakeway's first personal foul, the team's 7th, which is going to send McCraven here to the line for the 1-and-1 bonus. McCraven, the freshman, cannot make the first. McCraven's had a lot of minutes here, a lot of touches here on the offensive end. He's fun to watch, especially as a freshman. I'm excited to see what Ada Borup has to work with as this future kind of moves forward here for Ada Borup. But there's going to be a foul on the shot, and Tollerud's going to go to the line for 2 shots here. That goes against Aiden Markison, number 0, his first foul. Team 7th. Both teams now in the single bonus here with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Tollerud gets the first one to drop here. I love this down-the-line imagery you're going to get here. Multiple camera angles all of a sudden. I love that. You can get a good view of the free throw line here. Tollerud's second shot. He's 2 for 2 there from the line now. Dahl's going to bring it out here. He's going to give it to McCraven. The freshman's going to bring it up. Now Dahl, guarded by Tollerud, is able to find Scholl. Scholl back to Dahl. Dahl, good defense by Tollerud, forces a turnover, and Tollerud, good dish to Blakeway. Nobody stops him. He's going to finish. Little contact down there. Looked like it was good defense, but he was in the restricted circle, which is not going to draw a charge, so there's no foul either way. No blocking, no charge. Usually when someone falls, it's easy to call a foul on something. Scholl, nifty move in there, had to step through 2 defenders. Makes that one go. 27-20 here, 4:25 and counting here in the first half. Good find, Tollerud to Blakeway, 3-point shot. That's good, and that brings the lead up to double digits. First time of the night, 30-20 here. Dahl, good drive. They're going to call another charge. Williams' second drawn charge of the game here. Tell you what, Williams, Pelican Rapids really put an emphasis on taking charges this year. That's some old school basketball. It's fun to watch. I haven't seen that in a long time. Not many high school boys are willing to take that contact, draw those fouls. That's coming from a has-been myself. I wasn't very talented in any way, so my way of playing defense was taking charges. I was a good actor. I wasn't a good athlete, so I was really, really good at drawing that contact. Williams going to make something happen on the offensive end. That's no good. Gets his own rebound and follows back here. So Williams forces the turnover, and then, they're going to call a double dribble here. More on that in a second. Williams was able to get the turnover and then get the points on the other end. They're going to call a double dribble. I think a better example of that was a carry. Dribble got kind of out of hand there from Spieth. And so they called a carry there. Williams, near side wing, kicks Ecker. Ecker thinks about a shot, decides to try and finish. No good. Going to get rebounded by DeVos. Now Spieth. Spieth dribbles, nothing doing. Guler guarding. It's going to get a double team. Tried to be a trap there from Blakeway, but Blakeway's going to get called for the foul. Got a little reachy there. Definitely some contact. Blakeway's asking, what did I do? But he definitely did have some contact there, and he's going to send Spieth to a 1-on-1 bonus situation here. Both teams with 8 team fouls. And he makes the first, so he's going to earn a second shot here. As far as Blakeway is concerned, that's going to be his second personal, so that's something that head coach John Gullingser's got to think about here. Don't want to get him a third foul before this halftime. But that's one of those things that's super nice as Spieth hits his second shot. When you think about the depth, having 9 guys that can play for this Pelican Rapids team that are willing and can get minutes, it's exciting to see that, when it comes to foul trouble, if you only had 6 guys and somebody gets 3 fouls, it becomes immediately necessary to get that guy out, make sure you control his foul count. But it looks like Gullingser is confident that Blakeway's not going to get out of hand here, or even if he picks up a third, maybe they have enough guys on the bench where it's okay. There's going to be a deflection. It's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to stay here with Ada Borup. And that's going to have head coach Trevor Stewart for the Ada Borup Cougars. He's going to want to call a timeout here. Down 12 with 3 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the first half. Looks like he just wants to see if he can't regather the troops here and try and finish this half off right for the Ada Borup West Cougars. Tell you what, another brisk evening here, but no snow concerns. It was nice that Ada Borup was able to make it down all safely here, considering the weather that's happened here. Things are looking up, though. If you're looking at the forecast, I hope you take a look at your weather app, or if you don't have a phone, maybe you go onto a dial-up computer, type in the URL accuweather.com, shameless plug, and you'll see that things are moving up. We might have a 30-degree day tomorrow. 30 degrees. Nice south wind. It's going to be a heat wave here, and they're going to call some kind of violation here on Scholl. So it's going to, unless it was an offensive 3-second violation, I didn't quite see it on that right side of the screen. It's hard for me up here on the top terrace to see sometimes what the refs are calling as violations. Tollerud, top of the key here, going to hand it off to Blakeway. Same kind of thing. Pelican Rapids looks like they're content to get a great shot. Nothing rushing. Guler gets it deflected for a minute, kicks it back out to Tollerud. Looks like a little bit of a 5-man motion. Just drive and cut is how they're going to roll. They almost called 3 seconds in the lane, but Tollerud got it up in time. Doesn't matter. Scholl got a defensive rebound. He gets it up to Spieth. Petznick thought about trying to take a charge, but Spieth avoids him, and that was a good shot there by Dahl. Couldn't make it go. Guler's able to corral the rebound, and he's going to try and go. No numbers, 1-on-5, nothing happening. Kick out. Blakeway, three-point shot there is no good. It's going to get rebounded by Kritzberger, and he's going to try and move. Kritzberger, coast to coast, no good. Tie up for the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball. Some contact on the backside there. Spieth and Blakeway got tangled up. Blakeway went and helped him up. I don't know what happened there. A bunch of incidental contact, but looks like everybody's okay. And it looks like Blakeway is going to get a breather here from Braden Ecker, as well as Fay. Ian Fay coming back into the game for Brady Petznick. McCraven entering it for Ada Borup. Finds Dahl out there on the far side wing. 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Kritzberger, pull up, gonna get rejected there by Guler. McCraven out there has a three-point shot, does not make it happen. And Fay is gonna get the rebound, give it to Guler, and here come the Vikings. Finds Williams down low, block shot, no good off the front rim. Scholl gets a rebound, tries to move it. Spieth, tell you what, Cameron Spieth has got a lot of wheels. He's able to navigate this traffic really well, and he finds, McCraven finds Dahl, who hits a three-point shot here. Cuts the lead to single digits again, 34-25, as we're winding down on the first half here in Pelican Rapids. Guler, not being pressured too hard by McCraven, finds Tollerud. Nobody guards him, so he shoots the 15-foot elbow shot. Tell you what, that was one of those classic spots to shoot from. It used to be elbow. You know, you'd work with posts on the elbow all day, and it's 15-foot shots here. The game has kind of evolved lately. Not many elbow shots very often in this game. It's usually layups or three-pointers. But that 15-footer was able to go from Tollerud. Spieth, pretty drive into the lane here, gets it to go off the glass. So Spieth is able to answer that two-point shot. And it still remains a 9-point game, 27-36. Vikings have a nod, 36 seconds left to go. Guler's going to try and find same play. Tollerud here at the elbow. High-low to Fay, who finds Williams, but they're going to call a foul. Good block by Scholl, but I think they're going to get Kritzberger here, number 1, on a foul on the side. Clean block there from Scholl, but there was contact closer to the ground by Kritzberger. Williams is going to go to the line for 2 shots. First shot up, no good. Subbing in here for Pelican Rapids is Brady Petznick. He's going to give Fay a little bit of a breather. And also, for Ada Borup, number 11, DeVos comes in, as well as Engel coming in here for the Ada Borup Cougars. I wonder if that's a foul control kind of play here. With 28 seconds, your team's on defense. You may as well not get somebody with a quick second foul. So we got 26 seconds here, winding down in the first half. 37-27 as Williams hits 1 of 2 free throws. Scholl is going to get guarded by Williams. And they're going to call Williams here with a quick foul, and that's going to send Scholl to the line. Williams, that's his first personal foul, so no worries there, but it is the team's 9th foul, so it's going to send Scholl to the line here for some shots. The 6'4 senior, Scholl senior starting here for Ada Borup. It's going to go short. And there's 17 seconds. Tollerud probably could have spun and tried to get this in transition, but looks like he's content to get the last shot of this half. 9 seconds, Williams gives him a screen, nothing happening. Ecker, corner 3, in and out. 2 seconds, 1 second. Scholl, no shot's going to get put up before the buzzer here, so both teams are going to run to the run to their halftime locker rooms. Pelican Rapids enjoying a 10-point lead here, 37-27 against the Ada Borup West Cougars. Leading scorers early in this one for the Vikings, number 20 leads the scoring here. That is Hunter Williams with 9 points. And on the other end of the floor, number 10, that's Caden Dahl, has 3 threes for 9 points. But it has been a fun one here. A lot of moving around, a lot of high-paced action. It's a 10-point game. We have a 10-minute break for halftime, so we'll give you that time to take a break. Well, we'll do the same here. Thanks. All right, welcome back. As we tick under a minute here to go in this halftime break, we find ourselves back here with a 37-27 Vikings lead over the Ada Borup Cougars. Like I had said, this is a non-conference matchup. Pelican Rapids representing the Heart of Lakes Conference and Ada Borup West Cougars representing the Pine to Prairie Conference in northwestern Minnesota. Always a great game, though. You can always expect this to be on the schedule, and there's always good history, good games that happen between Pelican Rapids and Ada Borup over recent history. Speaking of Ada Borup, the Pine to Prairie Conference, they have their own conference game versus Climax Fisher on Thursday, and then that kind of is starting to open up what will be some big conference games going forward for the Cougars, who have a lot of youth, a lot of athleticism, and they're very fun to watch. A team that's very, very exciting. I was talking with some people at the halftime break. I went down to speak with Coach John Gullinger to get his scouting report before the game, and I looked to my left to see those Cougars warming up, and they got some size. It made me feel really small, just as a person, to see the kind of height that's going on in this basketball game. I mean, Ian Fay's going to go get the ball here from the referee. He's 6'7", and he's not a giant over a bunch of small people in this game. There's a lot of athleticism, a lot of height on this court tonight. It makes for some really fun basketball to watch. Vikings get the ball here to open up the second half. Tollerud finds a backdoor cut to Ecker, who slams it home with a two-hand jam. That's the exact same play here. Looks like that's kind of going to be the play to get Ecker a look to slam it home. That's the exact same play you saw Friday night where they baited them with a elbow. Tanner Tollerud got it at the elbow, faked a pass to Ecker in the wing, and then he found a backdoor cut, and Ecker's able to throw it home. It looks like they kind of have that one down. I didn't know that was practiced. I just thought, see, now I'm kind of sad. Last Friday when Tanner Tollerud was able to improvise that backdoor cut, I thought it was such a great play. Now I realized it was planned this whole time. It's not as impressive anymore. Just kidding. Very impressive stuff. Fun to watch. 12-point lead for Pelican Rapids, 17-11. But it's going to get back to 10 here from that Cameron Spaeth. 6-foot sophomore is able to get a jumper to go. So it's 39-29 here. Hunter Williams, far side wing, going to get it to Ecker. Ecker over to Guler here, near side corner. Guler is going to baseline drive. Gets the help from Dahl, so there's nothing doing there for Guler. Tollerud's going to try a three-point shot. It's short. They're going to get Williams on a foul there. Had his hand kind of contact pushing there on the back. So Williams is going to get a cheap foul here. That's his second personal of this game. Williams is the leading scorer here for Pelican Rapids with 9 points, so he's got to watch it, make sure he doesn't pick up a third here early in this second half. DeVos has it here in the near side corner, Spaeth is able to get it over here to the corner to Dahl. Now Spaeth again for a three. 5 quick points from Spaeth here, and he's got 14 on the game. Ada Borup has 32, so it's 39-32 here. 16 minutes left to go in this game. Fay, near side corner. Gets it back to Guler. Looks like Williams is trying to post up a little bit here. Ecker tries to give Guler a screen. Looks like Guler was able to avoid a charge, tried to get it to go. Ball's loose, ball's crazy, last touch Guler. Ada Borup is able to get this possession here. McRaven, he's going to walk it up here for Ada Borup, and they're going to get it over to Spaeth. Spaeth, hot hand of late, but Guler's going to try and get a steal here. Ball is loose, finds Tollerud. Tollerud with a Hail Mary shot up to Ecker and Williams, who are way ahead of the squad. And Williams is able to finish here. Williams gets himself into double digits with 11 points on this game. Dahl, pretty move, splits a couple defenders with a couple quick dribbles and puts up a floater that goes down. 7-point game here, 41 Pelican Rapids, 34 Ada Borup West Cougars. Timmy Guler. He's going to dribble middle, now spin back down, floater off the glass, no good. Put back Williams, no good. Rebound McRaven. McRaven going to try and push it ahead to Dahl. Dahl step through shot. It's going to get some contact there from Tollerud. So that's going to send Dahl to the line for 2 shots. for Tollerud. That's his second personal foul as well. Pelican Rapids picking up 2 quick team fouls here in the second half. First free throw, not able to go down here. Neither team elects to substitute at this time. Something going on here. Whistle between the ref and Guler. I guess they didn't want Guler going down inside the circle when even before the ball was entered in. Guler's going to walk it up here, find Williams at the top of the key. Back to Guler here in the near side wing. He's going to get a screen from Williams. They draw a switch there. Taking care of the mismatch there. Guler finishes. Evan DeVos, the 6'4 senior, found himself on Guler, the point guard. So Guler took advantage of that little bit of a big-small mismatch. Worked right around him. Dahl, far side wing, working against Williams. He thinks about a shot, but gets it back outside. Spaeth, three-point shot. Pull-up is good. Tell you what, Spaeth coming out firing here for the Ada Borup West Cougars. He's got 17 now. 8 quick points in the second half for Spaeth. Gambling was Scholl against Faye. Faye finds Tollerud, who kicks it out to Ecker. Ecker is going to try and find its way, try and find a random pass. Is lucky that it got deflected there by Dahl. Kind of a desperation pass up in the air, but it's going to stay with Pelican Rapids, and that's going to force a timeout here from head coach John Gullingsrud of Pelican Rapids. A bit of a run here for Ada Borup. They've outscored the Pelican Rapids Vikings here 11-6 to start this second half. So little scoring burst by the Cougars brings it to a 5-point game. Coach John Gullingsrud wants to talk about it. Taking a look over here at the Cougars, you might not be able to see it on your screen, but they're sporting their best Bill Belichick warm-up tops. If you take a look, they have hoodies that are sleeveless. Sleeveless hoodies as warm-up tops for a basketball team, something I've never seen before, but it is new school for that Ada Borup squad. I'm not going to lie, they do look fresh. I wish I had those, but you can see the youngsters that are, looks like some JV. You can see on the left side of your screen some JV guys that are not going to play in this game, barring a 30-point blowout on either side. They're sporting those red and black hoodie tops, little warm-up jerseys. Those were the days, man. Sitting in the bench, knowing that you weren't going to play. You could just enjoy yourself, take it all in, see some good basketball courtside. Pelican Rapids is going to get this ball here with 14:07 remaining in the game, 43-38. They have a 5-point lead. Williams gets it on the block. Handoff, Guler. Pull-up, 17-foot shot. That's short. Blakeway comes in with a rebound. Now Guler's going to try and reset, see if something else can happen here. Soley, who entered the game, is going to throw it away. Give it to McRaven. McRaven, good pass to Spaeth. They're going to call a foul and one. Woo, Spaeth. Getting a great feed from McRaven, but I tell you what, Cameron Spaeth, 10 early points in the second half for him. Speaking of the foul, though, that foul goes against Peyton Blakeway. That is his third personal foul. Spaeth makes that second shot, or makes that and one opportunity, which is going to put him over 20 points for this game quickly. Out of nowhere, Cameron Spaeth really taking over here in the second half for Ada Borup West. Blakeway's going to try and drive against Spaeth. Nothing doing. Handoff Tollerud. Tollerud back out Blakeway. Williams here, far side. He's going to get it to Blakeway. Over to Tollerud. Now to Guler. Nice little spin move. Timmy Guler is able to finish there. He brings his point total up to 9 for the game, and Pelican Rapids up to 45. 45-41, 4-point lead for Pelican Rapids. 13 minutes left to go in this game. Definitely a bit more of a nail-biter here compared to the last game the Pelican Rapids Vikings had on Friday night against the Perm Yellow Jackets. It's going to be a good finish here. McRaven tries to put up a three. That's going to come up short. So Tollerud is going to work it up here for the Vikings. Excuse me, pardon my mic issues. Williams, patience down in the lane here, is going to finish. Little shot fake and finish here. Dahl, near side wing, is going to get it over to Spaeth. Spaeth guarded by Guler, top of the key. He's going to spin and reverse it over here to McRaven. McRaven going to finish left-handed lane, no good. It's going to get gathered by Guler. Guler wants to push, works against McRaven, little nifty behind the back, coast to coast, and one. What a play by Guler. Ooh, some nifty ball handling, some strong finishing, and he's got an and one opportunity and bring this Vikings lead all of a sudden back up to 9. Little 4-point mini burst there for the Vikings, hopefully. And that's going to bring the first substitutions here that I've seen. Fay is going to come in for Soley and Petsnick in for Williams. Excuse me, there was a substitution during the timeout. I guess I just didn't notice it because Soley had come into the game here in the second half. Spaeth finds McRaven. Back to Spaeth. Like I had said, Spaeth with the hot hand here for Ada Borup's going to try and make something happen. Gets it over there to DeVos. Now McRaven going to try and drive right. Pretty clear entry. Might have gotten deflected by Fay, and Fay's going to for sure get a rejection there. But Spaeth is going to put up a 3 right on line, but long. Rebounded by Blakeway. Blakeway's going to dribble it out here. Guler on the bench for... Guler's in the corner. He gets the ball. I was going to say, usually they're going to try and find a way to get it to Guler whenever they can in transition. Blakeway tries to finish, but that's going to get blocked by Scholl. Tell you what, long, athletic bodies there in this game. A lot of rejections, a lot of pretty finishes as Scholl has one of his own. 2-point shot there from Shaw, and it's going to bring it to 49-43. Pelican Rapids has a 6-point lead with 11:22 remaining here in the first half, or in the second half, excuse me. Guler catches a skip pass near side wing, looking to make something happen, gets it over to Blakeway. He thinks about a 3, takes it, no good. Scholl was not expecting that pass from DeVos, but it's able to be caught by his ear. And now Spaeth is going to try and drive, and they're going to call that continuation. They're going to call an and one here. Got fouled on the drive. They didn't call it on the floor. One of the first, the most NBA-like continuations. I'm not sure how the rules for continuations has evolved for high school. Usually that kind of call is called on the floor, but they did call it continuation, meaning he was able to continue his drive. If he hadn't dribbled again, that was in the process of shooting, is what they said. So Spaeth with an and one here opportunity. And he's not going to be able to convert, but he's had 12 points here for Ada Borup, 12 key points. Ecker's going to finish here for the Vikings, lay it in. So it's this 51-45 game here. 6 points, but it's been high flying. There's been a lot of scoring going on, so we'll see how that moves going forward. Spaeth cannot handle it, caught by Fay. Fay gets it up to Soley. He's able to veer off a guy and finish there off the glass. And you got head coach Trevor Stewart running all the way to the volleyball line to make sure these guys see him, make sure the officials see that he wants a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout here. That might have been the furthest I've ever seen a coach come out onto the floor to make sure that a ref sees him for a timeout, but it has been a lot of moving parts here in this early going. First 7.5 minutes of this second half have been high-flying, back and forth transition here and there. Vikings and Ada Borup both going to have to rely on their bench and their substitutes to ensure that they still have that kind of intensity going forward to finish this game, because I'm sure these guys are tired on a Monday night. It's a lot of moving. It's a lot of cardio today. Going to be able to have that extra Coca-Cola after this one. You got 140 calories burned. It's good stuff. Pelican Rapids looking to extend their, improve their record tonight to 6-3, going into their game on Thursday against the Hawley Nuggets. That is a game here at home in the Pelican Rapids Leaders Gymnasium. Something to look forward to going forward. Ada Borup is going to host their own game on Thursday night against the Climax Fisher Knights. That's going to be a Pine to Prairie matchup that I'm sure Ada Borup is looking forward to having. We're getting to that part of the season where those non-conference games are being less frequent, and more frequent will be those conference games. So it's exciting to see how basketball in this area, specifically in the Heart of Lakes Conference, is going to pan out here. as we get down to the wire. Some substitutions here. Engel entered the game here for Ada Borup, and so did number 24, that's Bo Jorgensen, as well as Kritzberger, who takes a shot, and that's going to be no good. Kritzberger not afraid to shoot it, the lanky 6'1 sophomore. Definitely a guy that you don't want to leave open. Engel's going to be guarding Soley here, who gets it to Ecker at the top of the key. Fay, corner three, no good, deflected, that was caught by Jorgensen, who had a nice dish up there to Kritzberger, who finished it there. And excuse me, correction, that was Aiden Markison there, who was able to score there for Ada Borup. Markison's guarding Tollerud. Tollerud's going to draw a foul there against Jorgensen. He's going to go to the line for 2 here. Jorgensen hasn't had too many minutes today, but he's got 3 fouls. One of those guys who his foul to minutes ratio is through the roof right now. Maybe 6 minutes played. 3 personal fouls. So love the physicality, the energy he brings. Tollerud hits the first free throw, extending the lead to 7 points. Tollerud has 7 points of his own tonight. And he's going to try and make it 8. He does not. 7 points for Tollerud, 7-point lead for Pelican Rapids. Here comes Spaeth. Spaeth reverses it over to Engel. Thinks about a shot. Jorgensen has it now on the far side wing. Now to Spaeth. Spaeth guarded by Soley. Back to Jorgensen, far corner. Tries to get Spaeth on a cut, but Tollerud's going to come away with the steal. Ecker's got an open look. He always likes to elevate, finger roll. Tell you what, every time Ecker gets the ball here in space, in transition, something like that, you're worried about that rim, seeing if that's going to get stuffed down. But enough contest there by Ada Borup. And they're going to call a charging foul on Jorgensen, who came in physical, but it's a charging foul that's drawn. And speaking of the high ratio of fouls to minutes, that's 24 Jorgensen finding the bench here with 4 personal fouls. Ada Borup now has 3 team fouls for the half. Soley's going to play the role of point guard here as Guler gets a little bit of a breather. In for the Vikings is 22 Brady Petznick, and Petznick's going to get it here on the elbow. Going to try and drive, finds a little move and finishes. Nifty move by Petznick just entering the game. One of those guys, probably the 8th or 9th guy off the for the Vikings, but do not sleep on him. They kind of had a little bit of lazy defense. Petznick makes him pay. Nice little move down low. McRaven's going to get rejected there by Fay, but it's going to go back out to the Ada Borup Cougars here. Near side wing is Engel. Gets it to McRaven. Going to get a screen from Engel. It's going to get a blocking foul against Tollerud. Snuck over there a little bit too late. So that blocking foul is going to be on the floor, it looks like. That's Tollerud's 3rd personal foul. It's the team's 5th foul. And check that. They're going to call that on the shot. So McRaven's going to go to the line here for 2. McRaven with 2 points of his own, make it 3. Coming back into the game for the Pelican Rapids Vikings is going to be Timmy Guler, the point guard, and the post, number 20, Hunter Williams. It's going to go in for Brady Petznick, who had a solid couple minutes, and Luke Soley. McRaven's 2nd free throw off the front iron, no good. Fay with the rebound. Timmy Guler going to jog it up here for the Vikings. He says run the play, run it. Looks like it's going to be over to Williams on the far side wing. Skip pass over there, flare cut by Guler, finds Williams cutting, and he's going to get tied up down low. It's going to be a jump ball. Gullingsrud does not agree, thinks he chopped across his arm to get that jump ball, but he did not. It's going to be a jump ball. 10-point lead for Pelican Rapids, possession to Ada Borup, so the next jump ball is going to go the way of the Pelican Rapids Vikings. With 8 minutes and counting here in this one, 58-48, Pelicans gotten a little bit more of a cushion ever since Spaeth went crazy at the beginning of the first half. Spaeth not on the floor here for Ada Borup. And there's going to be a turnover there from Ada Borup there, a little double dribble. I tell you what, that has been fun to watch as Spaeth walks his way to the timeline. You can see number 3. He's been kind of their spark plug. He's had 22 points in this game, so it's going to be necessary for them to get him back into the game if they're looking to try and make a run here. Fay tries to put it up a couple times, doesn't get it to go, but he does draw a foul there against Shaw. That's number 13. He's going to have his first personal, which is the team's 4th. So Ian Fay is going to go to the line here for 2 shots. Love that camera angle. Let's see what he can do here. He makes the first one. It's been really impressive to watch this season, having the Vikings, even though they have size, there's still a lot of ball skills with these posts. Ian Fay, I'm not concerned about seeing him take a couple shots from the free throw line. Same thing from Williams. Even Ecker is 6'3", there, number 2. You can see tall guy, lanky guy, but he also can shoot. It's been fun to watch this team progress, and hopefully they can continue to improve here. Coming in for the Vikings is number 10, Charlie Larson, the freshman. His first minutes of the game. Fay tries to get a cut here, but it's going to get caught by DeVos. Skip over to, that was Spaeth who tried to get a shot here. Now McRaven's going to throw up a 3. Couple air balls back-to-back, and the last deflection against what I thought was DeVos, but they're going to call it a last touch Vikings. I thought DeVos, number 11 for Ada Borup, had the last little touch on that, but they're going to call a deflection, staying with Ada Borup. This might be Charlie Larson's first meaningful minutes of the game, and what a way to come in here with Spaeth as your guy to guard the leading scorer for either team. That was a snifty play there by Shaw. Shaw was faked a little handoff and decided to refuse Spaeth and go right to the rim. Nobody covered him. Wide open layup. Good play by Shaw. Larson kicks it out. No charge call there with contact. Ecker's 3 is no good. Guler, tough rebound, tough shot, and 1. Physical play by Guler. That's the high school quarterback coming out of Timmy Guler there, able to finish strong in the paint for the Vikings. 62-50 here. Vikings have a 12-point lead. Guler's going to try and make it 13. You can see, you can't see it on your screen, but right now head coach Trevor Stewart wants kind of a explanation there for why that drive by Larson when he kicked it out to Ecker was not a charge. He came in with some speed and had some serious contact. I'm not sure if he was in the restricted circle or what it was that made the refs not call that contact. That's going to be a contact plenty there on Williams. Williams put a little bit of a hit there on Scholl in the backside, so they're going to call a foul on the floor there. That's Williams' 3rd personal foul. So some of these Vikings players here, both Williams and Tollerud, have 3 personal fouls, something to look for. 6.5 minutes, not much of a concern, but Scholl, physicality by Guler down low. It's stripped away, and Fay going to come in. Pretty Euro step. They've finally gotten used to those long strides by Fay. He got called for a travel on a very similar play yesterday. And by yesterday, I mean Friday against Perm. That kid has such long legs as a 6'7" junior. The way he steps in with that Euro step, it looks like he must be traveling, right? Because he doesn't dribble from the 3-point line. Oh, what a play there. That's a finish by Evan DeVos. But just taking a look at how Fay does that, it's so easy as a ref to look at that and be like, oh, he had to have traveled. There's no way he covered that kind of ground, but he did, and it was a pretty shot there from Fay. Oh, what a cut there from Williams, who caught a feed from Guler. So that's 2 more points for the Vikings. And all of a sudden, we have a 69-52 lead here. Pelican Rapids affords a 17-point lead, but not until Spaeth is able to get an and one opportunity. So that foul is going to go against the Vikings. That is on Charlie Larson. His first personal, no worries there about foul trouble for him. 69-52. Spaeth, as you can see, blinking in the top right of your screen, 24 points for Spaeth. Now he did not finish the and one, so he's stuck with 24, as you can see. And head coach John Gullingsrud of the Pelican Rapids Vikings wants to take a second time out of the game and talk things over here. 5:34 remaining here in this one. 13-point lead for Pelican Rapids. Just to give you an update, make sure, looks like the scoreboard, there was some kind of disagreement. Maybe Bill Simmons, the clock operator here for Pelican Rapids, something must have happened, miscommunication between the scoring table and him. The scoreboard right now reads 67-54. There was a time when it read 69-52, so it must have just been a button mishit. We're back. 13-point lead here for Pelican Rapids, about 5.5 minutes left. John Gullingsrud calling that timeout, understanding, give his boys a rest, regroup, understand, stick to your game plan. Finish these last 5.5 minutes with high intensity, and let's see if you can close out a win. If you're thinking from the side of Trevor Stewart, the head coach of Ada Borup West, we're thinking, how can we get some shots to our playmakers? McRaven, Spaeth, even Shull down low. How can we get these guys some touches here so they can score quick and get us back in this game? Soley is able to hand it off there to Guler. Guler's going to run the floor a little bit. Try and find somebody here. Cannot find much, but Soley's able to break himself open. He's dead, finds Faye, but not until it's taken away by DeVos. But it's going to be out of bounds before anything else happens. DeVos, last touch. Vikings are going to inbound it here in the far corner. Not an easy place to inbound it here. Soley kind of trapped in the far corner. Someone's got to get open. Ecker does. Ecker far side corner back to Soley on the wing. They're going to reverse it around to this near side. That's Williams. Now Ecker's going to try and get a screen from Williams. It was dislodged, but they're going to say last touch. Pelican Rapids looked like Ecker needed a little bit. Great way to dislodge the ball there from Ada Borup and then draw the out of bounds against Pelican Rapids. That's a turnover, something Ada Borup desperately needs here. 5:06 on the clock right now as Tollerud's going to come back in for Ecker. 5:06 left to go here, and it's going to be McRaven who brings it up here for the Ada Borup West Cougars. Seeing themselves down 13. Spaeth, their leading scorer with 24 tonight. Trying to get him the rock a little bit. Good backdoor cut by Spaeth. Good find by McRaven, and that's good for 2 points. Just like that, it's 11 points. It's exactly what we're talking about. If you are the Ada Borup Cougars, they have such a dynamic duo there with McRaven and Spaeth as far as wings go. Just try and get this speed up and work through those guys. Spaeth, good dump there to DeVos. Back to Spaeth. 3-point shot is good. Tell you what, it's been an impressive outing here from Cameron Spaeth. 5 quick points brings this within one single digits, and it's an 8-point game. Faye, pretty lazy pass there. Guler able to fight to get it back. Looked like it was going to be 2 more points for Ada Borup. And they're going to call Spaeth there with a bit of a reach on Tollerud. So that foul on the ground is going to be Spaeth's 3rd personal foul. So that was the last foul that can be given on the floor. Any foul after this for either team is going to be a 1-on-1 bonus situation for that team. Guler, near side wing. Gets it over to Tollerud at the top. Reversal back to Faye. Faye finds Guler. Guler's got a dribble there. Guler's going to dribble left. Slips in the paint. Looks like there's some slippery spot there. Get the towels out. Can't believe they didn't call a travel, but Guler was able to get rid of it before anything happened. You know, when you skid like that for 8 inches, should be considered a travel, but I guess given the conditions, the refs let it slide. No pun intended. They let it slide. And they're going to call a foul here on Spaeth. That's a costly foul. That gives him 4. So for the rest of the game, he's going to have to be really careful. But with 3:48, you got to keep him in because he's your leading scorer for Ada Borup. Faye's going to try and hit this. He does. So he's going to make him pay here from the line. Always trying to put this game on ice. Let's see what Faye can do. He makes both. Such a huge important part of winning, finishing out games is making free throws late. As we get underneath 4 minutes here, 2 big free throws made there by Faye to bring the lead back up to 10. 69-59. These Cougars find themselves in a 10-point hole. I do not doubt their ability to get back out of it, though. They have some scorers, some shooters, some high-flying athletes, and it's been a fun one through and through. You know, John Gollingsrud, I had a chance to catch up with him before the game, and I said, hey, give me a 1-word answer for the scouting report of Ada Borup. And he just said talented. Just a lot of respect coming from John Gollingsrud towards these Ada Borup Cougars, considering their starting lineup had 2 sophomores, 2 freshmen, and a senior. They definitely have a lot of potential coming out of this squad, and they've shown it today. Definitely a team that you cannot overlook if you're any team and they're coming to town. It's been a fun one. I think Pelicans played pretty solid to get themselves to a 10-point lead, but they got to finish it here. And that's exactly why I think John Gollingsrud called this timeout. Just a reminder, let's see what we can do. Stay strong, stay intense. Make sure your passes aren't lazy. A couple lazy passes there from the Vikings in the last couple minutes. I'm sure Gullingsrud's going to make sure that he brings that up to his squad. Protect the ball. The ball is everything, okay? So that's what the Vikings are going to try and do here as Ada Borup is going to bring it up. With 3:48 and counting. Well, not yet. Now counting for McRaven as he's going to bring it up. Get it over to Dahl. Looks like they put all their shooters in. Dahl's quite the shooter. He's got 3 threes earlier in this game, so make sure you don't leave him open. Spaeth going to try and make it all happen on his own, and he almost does. Gets his own rebound. Gets it over to Voss. Little pull-up 10-footer. That's too strong. Shaw, what a rebound. Tries to put it down, get it back up. Kicks it out to Dahl again. 3-point shot just on cue. That's his 4th 3 of the game, and it's a 7-point game. 62-69. Ada Borup trying to climb itself back into contention here. Tollerud has it at the circle. He's not going to get guarded all that closely by Spaeth. Now Guler has it. Spaeth is going to stay on him. Oh, a little crossover by Fay. Kick out Williams. He's going to get it back up to Tollerud. Looks like they're trying to play patient here. Soley and Tollerud working it at the top. Now Guler working a little motion here for the Vikings. They are totally content to make sure they get a wide open shot, and that's what Fay had. 3-pointer, no good. Williams tries to get a rebound, no good. Williams is not able to get that rebound. It's going to get called in by McRaven, and now Spaeth tried to fit it into Shaw. Deflection goes right to DeVos, who scores an and one bucket. What a play. And one is exactly what you do not want if you're the Pelican Rapids Vikings, to foul, stop the clock, allow them to allow Ada Borup to have a time to look at that. You can see the coaches here talking through what the game plan is next. Looks like they're probably, I can imagine, going to put in some kind of full court pressure. As you can see, 2:33 left, 5-point game. DeVos is going to try and make it 4. Just like that, this game has gotten dangerously close. Ecker is able to corral the rebound here, and he's going to bring it up for the Vikings. Nobody guards him to start. It's tantalizing to go into the hole, but Ecker stays patient, gets it to Guler, now to Tollerud. Tollerud dribbling here, going to try and make something happen. Kicks it to Williams by the circle. Now Soley has it in the corner. Soley's going to dribble it back out. Spin move there on Dahl. Gets it back to Tollerud. Kind of a stall offense here, and it's going to turn into a steal there. Spaeth going to try and put it up for 2, and Tollerud's going to foul him. He's going to decide to make Spaeth earn it at the line with 2 minutes. Pelican has a 5-point lead. I don't think Gullingsrud really, he doesn't mind that foul there. It would have been a probably guaranteed layup. Maybe decide to let everything settle down. 5-point deficit for the Cougars, and it still is 5 points. So Spaeth, despite having 29 points in this game, is not able to make it 30 here. He's got one more free throw. Going to try and make it a 4-point game. He does. 30 points on the night for Spaeth. Great effort to try and make this happen. Full court 1-2-2 press here from Ada Borup as Tollerud tries to get it up the floor. He can't do it. He's going to call a timeout. He says, you know what, let's talk about it. So Tollerud calls that timeout. Oh, excuse me. It wasn't a timeout call. They called a foul. So this is something the refs are going to get together about. If I had to guess what's going on here, the ref wanted to call a foul, but Tollerud, while that foul happened, was asking for a timeout. So they're going to, that's what Trevor Stewart here, the head coach of Ada Borup, is going to try and make that decision is, hey, what am I going to call first? Am I going to call that timeout, or am I going to call the foul? The refs get together, say, stick with what you had. Let's call the foul. Tollerud's going to the line here for a 1-and-1. Important to make some free throws here to clinch it if you are Pelican Rapids, or to put it on ice. And Tollerud makes the first. Solid free throw shooting there, bringing it to a 5-point lead with 1:55 left to play. You can kind of see student section for Pelican Rapids on their feet. Parents sitting on the edge of their seat here. And what is a pretty good crowd for a Monday night for Pelican Rapids is that second free throw does not go. So here comes Spaeth and the Cougars. Spaeth is going to get fouled, and they're going to call what looks like 2 shots. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to call 2. Looked like Spaeth was going up and had no shot, so he's going to try and probably kick it somewhere, but It looked like, he's in a triple threat position, goes up with his hands in the air. Maybe they were thinking he's going to shoot it. So they send it to the line for 2, but Spaeth can't get a free throw. Spaeth has made 1 of his last 3 free throws. He's going to try and make it 2 out of his last 3, get it to 4 points here for the Cougars. Yes, a 4-point lead here for Pelican Rapids with 1:50 left to go. This has been some of the slowest last 3 minutes I've ever seen. Fiery baseball throw there from Guler up to Soley. And now Guler has it on the near side wing. Not much pressure from Shull. Now Soley juggled it for a minute, got it back. Now Guler guarded by Spaeth. Guler has a little bit of a lane, but decides to kick it back out to Williams, and they're going to foul Williams. I think that was their play is, hey, don't foul Guler. Don't foul Soley. Those are our 2 guards, 2 better free throw shooters. Let's try and foul the post. So Williams gets the ball. They try and foul him. They're going to see if Williams can make a free throw here for the Vikings. 1:28 to go here. Clock is stopped. 4-point lead for Pelican. Williams' first free throw. No good, and that was the bonus, so they're going to roll here. That was the last single bonus shot. Any foul further will be a double bonus situation for either team. What a deflection there by Soley. Key turnover there from Ada Borup. Good deflection, makes it happen. Tollerud gets it up to Guler. Guler, nothing doing, no numbers, gets it back out to Tollerud. Tollerud going to drive over the middle. Draws a foul from that's Caden Dahl. As far as Dahl goes, that's his 3rd personal. No worries there. 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go. Tollerud has a double bonus situation. He's going to get 2 free throws, try and make as many as he can here to extend this lead. He gets the first one. So it is a 5-point lead here for the Vikings. Tollerud's going to try and make it 6 here. See if he can't get this to at most a 2-possession game. And he does. So it's a 6-point game here. Ada Borup's going to need to find a way to get 3 2-point shots or 2 threes or some kind of combination of possessions to make this happen. Spaeth, good hard drive, kicks it out, finds McRaven, nothing doing. Dahl thinks about a 3, nothing happening. Back to McRaven. Good patience from Ada Borup, but it's going to turn into a turnover. Tollerud finds a steal. They get it to Guler. Guler's going to make sure he gets it across the line. They're going to call a foul on McRaven. Just like that, the Vikings are in the driver's seat here with a 6-point lead and 43 seconds left to go. If Guler can hit one of these 2 free throws, he's going to get it to a 3-possession game, which would be huge. Kind of put this game in a little bit more of a comfort zone for the Vikings. But head coach Trevor Stewart wants to talk it over with his boys, with his Ada Borup West Cougars. 43 seconds, if I had to guess, left on this. What you're looking at right now is the timeout clock, 45 seconds left to go in that. With about 40-some seconds to go, Guler's got a couple free throws here. If you're the Ada Borup West, you got to pretty much go for 3-point shots and steals here. You got to fly around. See if you can't get them, get the Pelican Rapids Vikings to try another one of those baseball passes, get a little careless. They're going to need a couple here, and they'd really be helped out if Guler wasn't able to make one of these 2 free throws. You can see the student section for Pelican Rapids cheering on their squad. They're on their feet here for the last minute of this game. It's been a fun one, like I had mentioned earlier in the game. Super impressed by the youth, speed, athleticism, and some potential there for the Ada Borup Cougars. I'm sure they're going to make some noise in the 8 single A section. That would be the last team I'd want to face going into the playoffs. Just a team that could get streaky. Huge game from Cameron Spaeth tonight. He has 31 points. That's the 6-foot sophomore. Couple years to see Spaeth come back here to Pelican, or when you go to Ada Borup next year, if you're Pelican Rapids, to watch Spaeth play. He's been fun to just see in person. Guler hits the first free throw. Huge one there. Brings it to 7 points. 73-66 with 43 to go here. That's a 3-possession game, so Ada Borup's going to have to really make something happen if they want to find themselves back in this. Guler 2 for 2. 8-point lead. Spaeth has the rock. He's going to try and move it here. Guarded by Soley. He gets a screen. Nothing doing. Go to the hole. Spaeth is good. 6-point game. 33 seconds. Tollerud's going to inbound it. Finds Guler. They're not going to foul right away. They're going to fly around and try and get a turnover. Tollerud's able to take care of it. Guler gets it across the way. I'm sure they're going to have to foul now if they want to. And then they're gonna have to. There, 17.4 seconds, a 6-point game here. And I'm starting to think that if Guler makes one of these two, makes it a 3-possession game, it is likely that fouling is going to get turned off from head coach Trevor Stewart. It looks like the Vikings do have control of this game. Knock on wood. Oh, there's no wood in my area, so we're kind of we're not in a good position if you're looking for the announcer's jinx tonight. But Guler gets the free throw to go. That's his 17th point of the night to make this a 7-point lead here. Guler's second is good. Guler leads scorers here for Pelican Rapids with 18 tonight. Hunter Williams had 15 of his own, and Tanner Tollerud with 12 points. Braden Ecker with 9, and then also on the floor, Soley has a couple. Guler going to try and add to those point totals here. He's got 18. Could make it 20 if he's given 2 free throws. Let's see what he can do. He makes the first. 8.6 to go here. Vikings polishing off a non-conference victory here against the Ada Borup Cougars. And he makes a second, so he eclipses 20 points for himself for the night, but more importantly, he makes it a 10-point lead here for Pelican Rapids as Dahl puts up the last 3-pointer here. No good. Williams gets a rebound. He's going to watch it. The buzzer sound as that ends it here tonight, 78-68. Pelican Rapids finds a way to win this non-conference matchup against the Ada Borup Cougars. Some star efforts here tonight from Ada Borup. Cameron Spey, 33 points tonight. Also following is number 10, Cameron Dahl had a few key 3-pointers, I think 4 3-pointers in this one, and 15 points for the total game. Guler had 20 of his own for Pelican Rapids, along with Williams and 15, and Tanner Tollerud had 12. Really, really strong way to come off the win against Perham. Pelican Rapids backs it up with another win here, and they're going to need to bring that again, as on Thursday night, Pelican Rapids hosts the Holly Nuggets, the #1 team in the Heart of Lakes Conference right now. So we're excited as Heart of Lakes Conference starts to rev up and the Vikings host the Nuggets on Thursday night. We hope to see you either in person or here on the live stream on Thursday as the Vikings play the Holly Nuggets at 7:30 on Thursday night. Or on Tuesday and Friday, the girls have some games here in town. So it's a really busy week of sports here for Pelican Rapids. We hope to see you either here at the Leaders Gymnasium or here on the live stream. But for all of us here, the production crew, Chris Hovden and Carrie Helgard, I'm Logan North. Thanks for watching tonight. Go Vikings. We'll see you next time.